Ok ragazzi, e adesso si entra nel vivo perché siamo con i nostri amici di San Marino, Jessica
Ciao a tutti!
und Jenifer.
Ciao!
Okay, we should speak English because Jessica speaks some Italian, but Jenifer doesn't. So, okay, we'll do this in English. And girls, we're very glad to have you here. We've seen the rehearsal, and the press room has gone enthusiastic. Especially about the robots, you know. They are cute. Where did this idea come from?
From the sky. Well, actually, I think it was a team effort, but there was a guy that came up with it at first, and then as a whole team, we considered them, and we said they're too cute. They have to be on the stage. They give like an additional thing for the performance.
Yeah, and it's also like a good thing for the message as well, because everyone, like the song itself is a song with similar many meanings. You can think about it as a bullying anthem, as a girl power song, empowerment song, and also these robots, they do the same. You can think about them as like the same kind of people standing there, and then there's one robot breaking through, or we are breaking through, or something else. So you can try and give it various meanings, just like with the song.
And it has, anyway, a very strong message. As you said, it can be bullying, but it can be anything in your life. How do you react when you feel you're going down, when life is, difficult? How do you react?
Well, actually, I think each and every person has been through difficult times. Some people would react differently. You need to learn to see the world in a positive side, because if you still keep on thinking about negative things, you'll always stay down. And I think there's like the life is like a wheel, and sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And sometimes I think if I fall, let me fall with my face up so I can look where I have to go.
That's great. I love this. Okay, so you started the San Marino selection separately. Okay, so let's start with you, Jessica. You've been so many times in the Maltese selection. Why did you decide to have a go with San Marino?
Well, actually, these last 2 years, I was still trying in the Maltese selection, and even though people weren't seeing me in the finals, I put in various songs, and some of the songs I still believe that they have, they're powerful. However, the Maltese didn't think so, the Maltese selection. So these last 2 years, I was like at a standstill as a career-wise. I didn't know what I'd have to do, because in Malta we're limited. And my parents always were like, you should try this, you should try this. And even my students at school, they're like, you have this powerful talent, why don't you go for this selection? And in fact, I put in my video in the last week, because there were various Maltese singers that tried for the selection, but I think I was the last one from the Maltese people that put in my video. And to manage to make it to the final 11 was already a win situation. So.
And what about you, Jenifer? Why did you try for San Marino?
Actually, it wasn't exactly my idea to do it. A friend of mine asked me if he could apply to this thing, and I was like, yeah, do it, as if there will be something. And then it turned out that I got under the last 11, and turned out good, didn't it?
Okay, what was your first thought as they told you you had won the selection? Yeah, what did you think?
To me, it wasn't actually that I had one, it was more Jess had one in that moment. Because I was just helping her out, and I was telling her before, I was like, yeah, you're going to win. And she's like, no, stop, you're going to win. And I'm like, no, you're going to win. And on stage, as they were telling that she won, I was like standing there, I told you, you win. And she was like, what?
Yeah,
And then I was like, yeah, she won. And then I was like, oh, what does that mean for me? So
you won too.
yeah, that was like after everything. So
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I didn't. I was, as she said, I didn't believe it, and I only got the feeling that I won when I arrived in Malta, because they were all with the cameras, and I was like, oh, I won something here.
must have had $1 million or something.
That's great. So, what should we shout when we see you on stage? Go Malta, go Germany, or go San Marino?
Go San
San
Marino.
Marino, but
You can shout it when Germany is on stage. You can shout "Go Germany," and when Malta is on stage, "Go Malta." But when we are on stage, we're San Marino.
we're San Marino, but still we have our identity, and we're representing Europe in general.
That's very beautiful. I mean, okay. So you have lots of interviews to do. So we'll just say goodbye to our friends in Italy and to everyone who's watching us.
Votate
Like, what does that mean?
to vote for us.
Votate, 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 grazie.
Ciao ragazzi.
Ciao.